the worst thing your kid's school ever did. My son came home from school and was walking around the house with his coat on. I told him, take your coat off, buddy, but he shook his head and said, it'll hurt. That's when I noticed he was holding his arm weird, like he couldn't move it without pain. I asked what happened. He said they'd gone on a school field trip to an indoor trampoline park. While jumping, he fell hard on his arm. He told his teacher, but she just said, you're fine, sit down and rest. When they got back to school, his arm still hurt, and he asked if he could call me. The teacher said no. Instead, she made him join PE class, where kids were doing partner exercises. His partner kept pulling on his arm, and every time he said, it hurts, the teacher told him to stop being dramatic. I gently touched his fingers, and he winced so hard he almost jumped out of his seat. I grabbed him and my toddler, and we drove straight to urgent care. They couldn't do x-rays there, so we went to the orthopedic clinic. After several scans, the doctor told me his arm was fractured. They set it in a cast and sent us home with pain medication. The next morning, I called the school and asked the principal if he or the teacher were medical professionals. Of course, they said no. I said, then why did you decide my son didn't need medical attention when he was clearly in pain? I demanded an apology. I also wrote a letter to the school board. A week later, I got an email. The teacher and principal had both been reprimanded. If a child says they're hurt, you listen. That's the bare minimum.